Yo, what's up? It's Raphael, NBA Big Board. I have another special guest for you today. It is Blake Wesley. Thank you, man, for coming on.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, you got such a interesting story. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, how has this draft process been for you?
This draft process has been good. Been out here working out with Joe, getting my reps up, getting stronger, getting with Isaac, getting with T. Scott in the weight room, and just like being blessed to be out here in Vegas.
Has it hit you yet that you are like literally weeks away from being an NBA player?
It has hit me just a little bit because like we still got the combine that I'm going to just to like get a vertical and stuff like that, and I got to work out for the NBA teams. That's not stressful, but like it can be. But you just gotta go out there and like be yourself. Yeah, it is crazy because me and my parents talking about me being 2 years and done, but like this year worked out for me. I feel like I'm in a good position. So yeah.
Yeah, how much has your life changed over the last year? At this time last year, I feel like you weren't on anybody's list as a one and done guy. Now I think you are possibly a lottery pick.
For
How
sure.
much has it changed in the last year?
It has changed. I didn't even get to play EYBL.
Yep.
So because COVID, I don't think I was ranked in top 100 ESPN. I just kept working. Me and my parents talked about all that. Just keep working, get better. Stuff will happen, and it did.
So that COVID year really impacted you as far as like playing EYBL and kind of getting on the national scene. Did that like drive you? Was that like created a chip on your shoulder to prove that I'm better than these guys?
For sure, yeah. Chip on my shoulder every day. I work out every day with a mindset like just go out there and kill and like be myself. Yeah.
Do you feel like coming into the season because you didn't have the same hype as a lot of other players, you were able to sneak up on guys?
Definitely. I didn't even start a couple games as a freshman. Mm-hmm. I started like the 5th game into my freshman year. My first game was, I was a little nervous because it was my first start as a freshman in college. So yeah, as the time went on, I just got better. Played a chip on my shoulder every game, and yeah.
When did it hit you like, dang, I'm a legit NBA prospect right now? Was there a game where you're like, this is easier than I thought?
Probably the Kentucky game when I hit the game winner.
Big game.
Yeah, yeah. I played good. I got everybody involved, and we played good that game. Mm-hmm. I thought I was able to compete with whoever that game because they were top 10 in the country, yep. And we upsetted them. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I watched your games, I thought like earlier in the season you were on such a veteran team, so you were kind of deferring the guys
right.
A little bit, trying to fit in. But it was clear to me that you were the best NBA talent on the team. Was that hard for you, trying to kind of fit in but also showcase your talent?
A little bit, because in the summer when I first got to Notre Dame, I was struggling a little bit because they were stronger than me. They were physical than me. But as the time went, I got away with T-Row, our strength and conditioning coach. Mm-hmm. Got better, got stronger. I played with 6 seniors, so that's hard for me as a freshman. I was the only freshman playing. And they taught me a lot. Taught me to keep my head up, be mature, all those good things. And Mike Bray, obviously, good coach, good person. He taught me a lot.
So speaking of getting stronger, how much weight have you gained, or how much stronger have you gotten since you've been here in Vegas?
I gained, I think 9 pounds since I got here. As you can see, it's a big effect in my game because when I was at Notre Dame, I didn't really. Only lifted I lifted, but I didn't gain so many pounds. I gained like 2-3 pounds when I got there, and like when somebody would like smack me or when I'm going up for a layup, I would miss. But now since I'm here, like I'm finishing better, like getting more contact, stuff like that.
How much did you weigh when you first got to campus?
175.
175. Where you at now? So about 190? 189,
yeah.
190?
Yeah.
So wow, I mean, so you've put on like 15 pounds in the last year. Do you feel the difference in your movement, or is it just more so the way you absorb contact now?
The way I absorb contact, because like people just think I'm weak because I'm like so like skinny, but like I still got like a lot of little muscle on me that I can body them, get to the paint, stuff like that.
All right, so let's go back to when you were younger. You do a lot of work off the dribble, and your game looks like you've played like a lot of one-on-one. Is that true?
Yeah, I did play a lot of one-on-one when I got to when I was like 13, 14. Jaden Ivey?
course.
Yeah, I grew up with him, played one-on-one all the time. Yeah, and it was competitive at like almost every game. I played with my trainer Cedric Moody all the time. He played overseas, so I played with him, so it was good.
Yeah, I remember throughout the season, people kept saying, imagine if we had Ivy and Wesley in the backcourt at the same time. You know, I'm sure you've gotten a whole bunch of.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was trying to get me to Purdue, but I was like, yeah, it's a good school, but like I got to go to the right fit for me, and I feel like Notre Dame was the right fit for me, and Purdue was the right fit for him. So
yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
So you're born and raised in South Bend, Indiana.
Right.
So were you like a Notre Dame fan from the very beginning, from birth, or?
No, me and my parents was not Notre Dame fans. Not really. We was like Notre Dame football fans.
Yep.
But like we didn't really become Notre Dame basketball team until like Demetrius Jackson got there, and like he started talking to me. Like as soon as I got my offer, he talked to me talking about Notre Dame is a great school. So yeah, we didn't grow up like Notre Dame fans. We just grew up like football fans.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Nebraska, and so I know Nebraska's a big. Well, it was. I mean, they're not good now, but it was a big football state. And then one year they played at Notre Dame, and it was like a huge deal for two like college football powerhouses to play. So I know it's like a football school.
Yeah, it is football school,
but it's kind of slowly turning into a basketball school.
for sure.
How was that, like playing basketball at a quote unquote football school?
It was good. So Notre Dame don't really get a lot of like hype for basketball.
Except women's basketball. I don't want to like disrespect the women's basketball.
Women's basketball get a lot. Cause they won a championship a couple years, like 2 years ago. Yeah. So the men's basketball, they didn't get a lot of like hype because like last year they had a not so good season, and the year before that they didn't make it into the Elite Eight since I think Demetrius Jackson was there. So to be able to make it to the tournament again was really special for us. Now we put Notre Dame back on the map, and I feel like they could be a Elite Eight / Final Four team next year.
Think so?
Yeah. With JJ Starling coming in, they got Cormac back, Dane back, and they just got a transfer from Niagara. So I feel like they can do good this year.
So back on the map. All right. How long have you been in Vegas since the season ended?
I've been here since April 3rd.
Okay, so you've been here a little more than a month.
Yep.
What is the typical day like for you?
Get up, take my vitamins, come here, weigh in, lift. After the lift, I on the court, hard work and stuff, do everything. After that, we get our protein shake. We like relax, eat. Around 3 o'clock, we get a lot of reps up. Then after that, just go home, chill, rest my body, getting ready for the next day.
Right back at it again.
Yeah.
So I'm here in Impact, and I mean you can see all the guys that have worked out here in the wall, from Kevin Garnett to Tayshaun Prince. There's Miles Turner. I mean, there's Kyle Lowry. There's a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
How does it feel to know that you're getting the same pre-draft training as these guys that have, gone on? Like Garnett's a Hall of Famer, Kyle Lowry's an All-Star.
It's crazy because I was here last year, and Paul George was over there, Kawhi Leonard was over there, DeMar DeRozan was working out right here, and I'm just looking at them like, wow, I'm in the same gym as them. A lot of celebrities that came in here, Floyd Mayweather, Usher, all those guys came in here, and this is a blessing because like, wow, I walked in the same gym as them and seen them, and yeah.
I feel the same way. I've been Vegas Summer League for years, and I always like, man, I want to go to Impact. But I was just thinking like, nah, man, I can't just walk in there. I got to know somebody, all these high-profile guys. So every year I'm like, this year I'm going to go to Impact, this year I'm going to go to Impact. And then Joe reached out to me, and I'm like, I could have been here years ago because Joe is like one of the coolest guys.
Yeah.
So how did you develop a relationship with Joe?
So when I was at Notre Dame, I was on my unofficial visit because we used to go in there and like play pickup with the older guys. So I was a sophomore, and I went in there, and Joe's son, Jacob Bunassar, is the manager from Notre Dame. So he was there. So Joe was sitting here and my dad was sitting here. They just looked at each other and started talking. And my dad's a big developer guy. So like Joe was like, yeah, I work on all these NBA guys at Impact in Vegas. And my dad was like, oh, really? So that's when they got connected, stuff like that. I came the summer of my sophomore year, came here and got some work in with my trainer said and Joe. Last year I came, and got some really good working with Joe, and then this year getting outstanding work with Joe.
Oh, so this is not your first summer working with
Yeah,
Joe?
this my Third summer.
Third
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of makes sense why you just kind of came out of nowhere, because you've been training, you've been getting the same training as Hall of Famers.
Right.
So, and Joe Abunassar is the name. I forgot to mention the last name. The legendary trainer. I think I first heard about him when he was training Kevin Garnett, and so he has crazy stories.
Yeah, I know. He told me crazy stories. Like, he used to, like, so his son, Joe's son, used to rebound for Kevin Garnett. He used to, like, yell at his son. I was like, oh my God.
Of the intensity, how
Yeah.
intense the workouts are. So what are you working on like this summer? I know obviously you want to work on your body, get a little bit stronger, but is there a specific thing on the court that you're focusing on?
Really, like, coming off the handoff, making decisions, really finishing. I've been finishing better since I got here, and really getting my shot right, like getting more reps up, and getting consistent.
So I watched the workout yesterday, and I know like off the dribble, it's money. You know, you like to dance with the ball once you get your rhythm. Have you been working on a lot of like set shots, like playing off the ball, catch and shoot jumpers? Was that like a focus for you?
A little bit. When we play like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, yeah, I like spot up in the corner, like get my shot right, yeah. Because like it's a lot of open shots in the NBA in the corners. There's like a lot of closeouts and stuff like that.
Here's a question for you: are you a 1 or a 2, or are you a ball player? I didn't warn you that. I was trying to ask.
I'm a ball player. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some people say you're a 1. I've seen some people play you're a 2. I think you can play both, but the game is becoming positionless.
Right.
And I just think that you're a guy that you just plug and play. And you know, if you're on the court with a dominant ball handler, now you got 2.
Right.
But I think you can initiate the offense also.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, is there anybody that you kind of model your game after a little bit?
Probably Tyrese Maxey a little bit.
Okay. So I live in Dallas, so I've had a chance to watch Maxey play when he was in high school. And it's crazy how he fell so low in the draft, and now he's definitely outperformed his draft position. I have a comparison that comes to mind. Let me know what you think about this. What about like Karis LeVert? Do you see a little bit of LeVert in your game?
A little bit of like
The dancing,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
ball, the size, because you're bigger than Maxey. I think you're closer to LeVert's size. And then at one point, I think they were saying that he's a 1, but I think he's strictly playing like the 2 now. But I see a little bit of LeVert. I'm a big fan of guys that create their own shot off the
Right.
dribble, and I know that's your strong point. So what are you looking to show teams in these workouts? Is there anything that you feel like you did not get a chance to show in college that you have in your bag, so to speak, that they don't know about?
really like just getting my shot consistent, because I used to swing the ball, but I'm focusing on keeping on the right side, going straight up. Definitely my speed, my athleticism, the way I can pass, the way I can defend, all those things that they want an NBA player to do.
Yeah, I see you as a multi-positional defender. Like, what is your actual wingspan?
I think 6'8", 6'9",
6'8". And then how tall are you officially?
6'5".
6'5". So I guess, you know, the heights are always up and down. You never know. So going into the combine, are you working out, or are you just?
No, I'm just doing the agility stuff and like interviews.
That's a good spot to be in.
Right.
That's a really good spot to be in. All right, last question. Draft day. Your name is called by Adam Silver. Let's just say you're in the green room, which I think you'll be. What will that mean to you and your family?
Mean a lot, because not everybody get the opportunity to go in the green room, so it'll be a blessing for me and my family. They'll be happy for me, I'll be happy for myself, and like just getting the name called is like crazy. So
Yeah.
it's a big day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it's a day that, you know, every kid, when they pick up a basketball and they start watching the NBA, they dream of being in that position. And so you are like literally weeks away from being there. I mean, the draft is just one day, obviously one of the biggest days of your life.
Right.
So there's always the process of staying in the NBA, but I can imagine it has to be like exciting to know that when you first started playing,
Definitely.
time in the park, and now you're almost there. You're one of the elite. You join this fraternity of, I mean, only like 450 active guys.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Appreciate
Blake
you.
Wesley.
Thank
It's
you.
Rafael Barlow, NBA Big Board. We're out.